That over there. Good place? Oh. You like it? Yeah. Fine.
Thanks, Will. Good man?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have to leave by 2:30, so we got that long.
Wow.
Okay? That's okay.
A lot of ground to cover.
Huh?
Yeah, a lot of ground to cover.
That's okay. You should be able to cover everything real quick.
Great. Okay. First, so let's over this. Discuss that a little bit. Like, James has to know some of the stuff we can go over. He's using like a kind of doing direct note. And I'm going to give you what I got, and I'll get what you got, and I'm going to get it back to the committee so everyone's in agreement, everyone knows everything. Good. I'm good with you? Okay. I got a bunch of the stuff that you requested. We can go over that. Good. Following a little agenda here. And you had message to me. Made that yesterday.
Well, I just more or less put together our perspective on the whole thing. So not to do it verbally, but in any case, let's go over that now.
So this is
Mike's perspective. He sees the whole
Mike and you went over this.
Well, this is how Mike sees the legal battle going, and what he sees is more of it, like going to happen sooner or later. There's kind of a last skirmish going on, and that's about it.
Do you think it's going to be wrapped up anyway?
Yeah, no one really gets too concerned about it anymore. Their credibility is shot in all courts. There is no credibility left. They're simply being bled by some unscrupulous things. That's all they mean. However, there's a lot of details. His feeling is that a handful of the right people around the table can end it, just end the whole damn thing. Wow. And all the things that are going on, it'll take a little PR to do it. It'll take somebody standing up and saying, hey, listen, troops, here's what's going on. But he sees it as that. He remains absolutely confident about Canada. I don't know what the latest you have on Canada. There was yesterday and today, I guess, is the criminal contempt of the British.
Right. But I haven't heard the
I don't know on that. It's sort of the last brush fire.
Right.
It's that kind of a thing. They say they got such a tight case. They got 29 people they're going to indict, and then will begin the warrants. They're going to have them served over here. They're going to have them picked up over here. And they'll be running. They said whoever is delegated, whoever accepts the hat, and as soon as they have a treaty, obviously, right? It's going to be like a Mo and James thing. The local
extradition.
Yeah, the U.S. authorities will serve these people and pick them up. And when they pick them up, they got to, take them away and do whatever they do. Get the criminal sentences. And at that time, they're either going to go into hiding, which likely, I don't know. I really don't know. You probably have all the news and you're blowing this tears. And I have a lot of questions. If you have questions for me, I can answer.
That's pretty much the scoop then. Let's just go deeper into one massive, albeit puny, futile campaign effort to regroup.
This is a deletion mark. This is a delete campaign. Anything with the line strike through.
Okay.
This is just simply, I see, this lays down, in my opinion, all the things that are going on, how irrevocable the whole thing is, and it's kind of time to act. But again, you people probably stay more up to date on the legal actual events than I do, but never before has there been, you know, cases that have to come to trial within the next 3 weeks.
Okay. Listen to over this stuff, yeah? This is the thing I passed out at this big event. You heard about that?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted eye-help stuff.
Yep.
And I have a whole bunch of documents here and samples of different kinds. I give you these.
Good. This is like kid in the candy shop.
I hope I got what you wanted.
Oh, well, so far we're looking great.
Okay, you want to just take a look at them? And I haven't really studied them closely, but maybe I can help you answer any questions.
You know, I won't waste the time right now with going over all of this, because I know as I go through it and study the legalese, I'm going to have a lot of questions. Mike's going to have a lot of questions.
Right.
Okay? To ask the questions at this point before I digest this stuff, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Great. Now, like, but I need to know, like, what your strategy is on regarding these type of things, and, you know, what we're looking at doing.
Well, I got a view, of course, from you, of course, that someone at least considered that iHelp was the Achilles heel, as it were. So we thought, shouldn't I get some iHelp materials? And so hence I asked. Now, issues, I wanted to know, number one, how they're run off now, what the typeface is like. Are these like this? You know,
these are real McCoys.
You see, because I think that during a part of this, we can simply create these. You know, I can create documents as well as these.
Right.
Yeah, living.
and like, you know, what kind of stuff are we going to want to create and who's going to get it? And
that's what we need to talk about.
Yeah, that's stuff I want to know. Like, what's the input from Michael on it? Like, how, you know, how is it going to tie in with what he's doing and what other people are doing? And you know, what are the agencies want on this?
Okay, well, the agencies have asked for some specific things. That's all they've asked for.
What exactly, we need to take notes on this. What have they asked for?
Well, they've asked for specifically, some of the things you already answered and I already passed on.
Yeah, let's just take it from
the names that they mentioned. Marlowe, Reynolds, Doug Hayes. We thought...
So who wanted this?
CID.
Got it?
Yeah. Do you want a number in CID?
Yes.
Your people should call. If any problem, just call this guy. He's, in my opinion, a pretty straight guy.
And he knows about the loyalists and what we're doing and stuff like that?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And what exactly you told him? What did he say?
Well, he feels that, you know, he keeps saying, when's one of these guys going to talk to me? He says, I'll meet under any circumstances.
Wow.
He wants to talk. And he, you know, anyway, let me get Al Lipton. 213-688-4260. At night. This is really great. How far is the track? Is it a long thing?
I think it just zips around.
Did it go through the zoo?
I don't know.
I don't even know where the zoo is. Yeah, not here, right?
It's real close, I know. You can find stuff.
All right, great little thing. At night, 688-4151. I believe that's
That's
still...
his phone?
No, I don't think so. I think that's how he...
This is CID.
Yeah, how he can be reached.
All right.
Well, I'm taking a fuck of a chance doing this, but so are you.
Okay, so
there is a lot of...
What does he want? What does he need from me? What does he want? Or does he just get back at for what I need?
Well, what it ties in, he would like to get everyone to talk so that they can move. But at the same time, I always say to him, well, listen, you're putting us in an uncomfortable situation. If you're telling me you haven't got enough to move right now, and I've given you the testimony, I'm a marked man.
Right.
If you guys back off the investigation, he said, so I'm just the reason I do that is not because I'm particularly paranoid, but because I'm searching for what's going on in their skull. He assures me the investigation's going forward. We got enough. That's the way the government works.
Listen, bottom line, I'm not aware of any crime the church is committing right now. You know, we've looked at, like, realistically.
How much are they paying PIs? Illegal expenditures. Illegal expenditures.
Now, okay, now we've looked at that. We talked about that at our last meeting. But I mean, these people have, you know, apparently corporate power to spend this money. You know, so I don't see how that's breaking the law. We're not talking what they were doing in D.C.
No, it's just the illegal expenditures. You see, it's kind of like, yeah, these people have the power. That's it. That's the whole thing. They have that power, and they're abusing it. So that's why we're saying enough, and that's why we have this lawsuit. See, all it has to do with is money. It has nothing to do with if they shoot Billy Joe. Not who's using those the funds of a, what's the word they use? A charitable corporation. You guys are a charitable corporation, right? So who's using the funds of a charitable corporation to what? Entrap? To destroy someone's reputation? That's
how they
not. Look at Freedom. Look at the whole Flynn escapade. That's it. That's the key. They overstepped the fucking bounds. They don't have any proof. So they don't have any proof. Do they?
Well, my understanding is when they do these freedom things, they got interviews and they got all of this. I mean, so I mean, I don't. There's no breaking and entering. There's nothing like that going on. I mean, everything. But
how much of the PI has been paid?
Imagine what. Okay, listen to this.
That's the whole point.
I mean, like, in the last number of years, everything these guys do are run by attorneys. And they got banks of attorneys checking everything, all the laws, all of this. And, okay, so, like, what we're talking about is like a, you know, basically nothing. They're not breaking the law. So they have the attorneys checking everything. Before these freedoms go out, they check the law, the libel, the law of this, that. You know what I mean? So
I know. I understand.
So, I mean, it's like, we're getting into areas of law that and the committee, it's like, you know, from our end, we don't see that.
You don't see what?
I mean, it's a blatant criminality.
I understand. It's all done. Anyway, look at it. Just try. You do see. I understand your question. I don't see it as a problem like you see it as a problem. I see simply that an organization cannot do that. You cannot simply take people's money and use it to destroy someone. It just doesn't wash. You can't say, I'm a church, and now let's go kill them. And okay, you can't. Anyway, that's the whole. I understand what you're saying, and I'll send it back down the line.
Yeah, you tell Michael, and that's what we're sitting with. So like, we don't see it. We can't see how that's going to go. I mean, you know, as it's drilled in ever since the raids. You know, it's like no illegality, no attorneys, and they say, you know,
where's the money? You guys know how much money has gone to the attorneys. For what? They're fucking bleeding you. I mean, surely the congregation has the opportunity to stand up and say, it's our fucking church and our money. Otherwise, you're saying, well, shit, it's totally legal. You're saying, well, we'll go. Yeah, we can buy a house of prostitution in Nevada because that's legal. But you can't use the church bucks for that, asshole. That's the way we see it. You know, it's kind of like illegal. Fuck it. You know, it defies logic. It's just that's kind of the way. And I think that the complaint was tailored in that way, wasn't it? It didn't go into any like heavy crime. It simply was this much money has been paid to do these things. It's kind of like the loyalists and file. That's what we're talking about. Right. You guys have information, I understand, regarding the payment of money down in Florida, right? To someone. Okay, they weren't planting drugs and hookers on old Judge Frisbee, but they sure did pay for the goddamn boat. They paid the PIs, and they made some recordings. Am I correct?
I don't remember that. You say PIs, wow.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing. Enough.
Because we're going to get out on the thing with, legal expenditures or, I see how that...
But the whole point is, these guys are being indicted. You see, you can't...
What are they being indicted on?
Huh?
What are they being indicted on?
Oh, probably fraud. And they're about to get Hubbard probably in tax fraud. Not being a tax.
We don't...
Failure to file a... Tell you the truth, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's what doesn't fit in our mind. Is it like, Hubbard has got attorneys and tax for years. He can't, be...
No.
And he has all these attorneys.
You know what? This is the way it is. And it took a long time to learn. I could be all wet. Maybe it'll never go. All of things could happen. But there's a big difference between law and justice. And they're all within the law. But it's not done. You can do things within the law. But they're not just. You notice that their PIs were all within the law. It was all within the law, right?
Right.
Except G. Armstrong is going to get a fucking big award because they did it. Because you just don't harass people that way. You don't. But you don't take Joe Citizen, who's got zero money, you've just robbed him, and then you turn the weight of that organization with a bunch of fucking meatball PIs against. It's
I got it.
law and justice. And we're saying, fuck it, this is right. And that's what you guys are saying. Somebody's got to stand up. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if it happens. Anyway, I think that the swap of information is very vital, and I think if we keep going along, the more things happen, the more there is, the more we're in control of this whole damn thing. Because the fact is, we're around here, and they can't do this shit. They gotta hide. Miss Savage is hiding. Right? You can fuck around. So now you've got...
You're not hiding.
Huh?
You're not hiding.
What? No.
You're not afraid, are you?
No. And that's why I'm in a fucking stronger position than they are.
How's that?
Why? I'll bring them to their knees.
Where did that happen?
What's my prediction?
Yes. What's your prediction? How...
I think that they're going to lose in a whole bunch of jurisdictions. They're going to lose, and they're going to lose, and they're going to lose. And they're going to start losing in 1985. They won't even have to lose one. And attorneys all over the country are going to jump on the fucking bandwagon. And watch, all of a sudden, you've got precedents being established, which are incredible. The organization continues on with its kind of Band-Aid philosophy. Slap a Band-Aid on. Oh, shit, rip it off, slap another Band-Aid on. Meanwhile, life happens to be marching by. And they put all the Band-Aids on all the lawsuits that they can. And it's coming to trial. They took a bath in Armstrong. They took a bath over in the UK. They took a bath in the tax case. They're about to get burned in sand rolls because they're not going to be allowed to intervene. And when that happens, Hubbard's going to be defaulted. And pretty soon, you'll find Martin Samuels selling you Dianetics books if you own the copyright. Because it's already been adjudicated that the organization is L. Ron Hubbard's alter ego in Armstrong. And they're collaterally estopped from proceeding even on that issue. Well, they'll bob and weave for a while, but they're going to get slapped down. Pretty soon, Meany's going to be extradited. Now, Meany himself, of course, is an interesting paradox. You think this guy has some substance, and yet here's this again, I don't know your people's position in the organization, but I see that policy is the thing that is handled at the top. So if someone wants to change policy, if you see a conflict in policy, you can write up the CSW to change the policy, and that policy goes up line. I assume you can still do that in the organization because it's policy to cover it, right? So you originate policy, and in the CSW, put all the relevant information. You retain the CSW, and you send up the proposal to the people at top. People at top are going to do whatever they do. It depends what you intended when you submitted the issue.
So you can affect attorneys and PIs.
You can affect the whole damn thing. You can cause a policy change, for example, regarding the use of PIs. Simply say, Hubbard says in his oral issues, use our own people, don't use outside people. So that's going to hurt. That's going to trap Hubbard. So in fact, we have to change that policy. And you can put in your CSW the risks that are being run. For example, if it's... Anyway, the organization, you can say, and this is a problem that they run into. The PIs overstep their bounds, right? And they know it.
I don't know that. I mean, legally, it's like, I can't, because they have attorneys and
See, again, I can't tell where your people are positioned to know what in the organization. You know where I'm coming from. In other words, you're not going to have, for lack of any other post, the dishwasher originating issues regarding PIs.
Oh, we got, I want to give you the really good news. Really good news. You ready for this? We're not talking dishwasher. We're not talking dishwasher.
Operation Long Prawn.
2 members of the board of directors. Closed.
Oh, that's the sort of thing.
So we're talking you can do 2.
You can do 1, and you've got 2 board members. Have they already signed on data information?
I'm sure that's standard.
But they can invalidate them. Let me make a note of that, okay? Because I'll ask Mike on that as a legal point. Yes. Okay.
Let's run through some other stuff real quick. Yep. So we got these. We got the ideas on how to change them.
There's just a lot of ways that I think that you can
colors and stuff.
Exactly.
You know how to do all that. Change them. And
well, I think that it is possible. I think that a lot of things can be done. I don't propose to, I can't go within a mile of the organization, obviously, so I can't be slipping things into the combat.
Oh yeah.
So there'll be helpers involved.
I'm going to show you this thing. Now this thing was from the iHelp.
Yeah.
And got shredded, and we put it together.
Do you know whose handwriting that is?
No. Anyway. The channel all money flows in iHelp hereby da-da-da-da-da-da. And we're talking about the money in iHelp. But why keep bringing up the legal thing here? This thing here, handling something each country's laws. So it looks like it's going to be run by attorneys, but you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to, that's sort of the dice, I don't want to give that out. It's not broad. You can look at it.
What's the date on it,
It's just real new. 6 September
84. Well, so iHelp is a...
Well, iHelp
it's a thing that's going on.
And the other thing I give you, it gives you the initial stamp on it. Something about counseling or something.
Brian? Yeah, who that is, Okay, well, we won't worry about that right now.
You want to look at anything on that?
You know what maybe I could do is paste it down and then photocopy it again. And maybe if we could do it real well, we could turn it into an actual rather than you know what I mean? Glue the sucker down really well, and then re-photocopy it, and hopefully these various lines that they pick up and join the whole thing back together. Instead of crimp it a little bit, because just cut it off and drawing that change the edges up. It's really good. I don't understand it all yet, but food cycle with all income with no tax liability from anyone at last. How do your people feel about the organization, like where they're at? Do they feel like you know, they're going to weather this storm, or that they're getting more powerful, or that you know, they're so firmly entrenched that only the plan of attrition is going to at all move things along?
Well, we're looking very seriously at actually found the clues. And one of the things is one back in my field, like, you know, what the timing of that should be. That kind of like, you have it working in both directions. You know, so I mean, you have, you know, actually names you can put on the students and board of directors names. Just run through the rest of this and come back and let's get more samples of this year. Now I'll give you this whole thing. What we got in here is pledge, one of the pledge, right?
Yeah. Who are these people? David Kluge, 50 years.